Hi, I am Rick Smith. I started Axon in a garage 33 years ago and have had the incredible privilege to grow the company to more than 6,000 people today. We started with a mission to protect life through new non-lethal approaches to resolve dangerous incidents. We have expanded our mission to use a broad array of technologies to reduce violence and keep communities safer while protecting and preserving privacy and the individual rights we hold dear. Axon runs the largest, most capable connected ecosystem in policing. Over 10,000 agencies, over 1 million officers worldwide. Every capability makes the whole system stronger. Hardware, software, millions of users, all connected. Our system handles everything from the first call through the courtroom. But it all begins with an emergency call for help. Axon 911 drops into any existing emergency call system, and it changes everything. Dispatch response times cut from minutes to seconds. AI handles non-emergency calls automatically. Wait times drop to 0 with no new headcount. Over 30 languages, translated in real time. No more waiting on an interpreter while seconds bleed away. This isn't the future. It's here today, handling over 80 million calls per year in over 1,000 emergency call centers. And when you're ready to put efficiency into hyperdrive, move the entire phone infrastructure to the cloud. One unified platform, one modern foundation, built for what's next. Faster dispatch unlocks something powerful. Drones, in the air in seconds, on scene before officers even roll out. Drone as first responder, on scene in under 90 seconds. They beat patrol cars 75% of the time and clear 41% of calls without an officer in Miami Beach. 115 arrests because a drone got there first. San Francisco used drones to cut crime 30% and auto theft 42%. A true force multiplier for an agency down 500 officers. Over 600 agencies across the country are deploying Axon drone as first responder. Drones aren't just a powerful new tool for law enforcement. They're the biggest new threat vector in the sky, and Axon leads the world in stopping them with D-Drone. D-Drone fuses radio frequency, radar and video sensors into one complete picture of your airspace, locating both drones and pilot locations. 500 customers in over 30 countries, battle-tested at scale from Ukraine to major stadiums and corporate campuses. What if your command center could see thousands of private cameras too? Schools, businesses, neighborhoods. That's exactly what Axon's Fusus delivers. Fusus turns every camera into a force for good. 6,000 real-time crime centers run on Fusus today. Over 1 million cameras integrated. And 380,000 of those are privately owned. Bridged into the network by businesses and citizens who want to help. One click shares a live feed with police. No rip and replace. And the owner stays in control. Always. When, where, and who sees the footage. Nothing shared without approval. This is what a network looks like when communities and law enforcement build it together. And when you need to add agency cameras of your own, we've got you covered. Axon Outpost and Lightpost come equipped with license plate recognition and live video capabilities. A majority of violent crimes involve vehicles. Axon Vehicle Intelligence gives you the power to find them. Across Axon's Outpost and Lightpost cameras, plus the entire Fusus camera network, 30 million plate reads a day. But a plate is just a string of characters. Search any attribute, make, model, color, damage. Find the white SUV with the bike rack, even without a plate. And in the patrol car, Axon Fleet 3 puts your vehicle on the network, straight into the cloud. Fleet 3 is the most powerful in-car camera ever built. Vehicle plate reads in every car, live stream video, location, and alerts in real time. Multi-cam playback that links in-car and body-worn video played back together. The results? 8.1 billion plate reads, 20,000 felony arrests, 50,000 vehicle recoveries in a single year. Every patrol car, an intelligent sensor. But the gold standard for transparency and evidence is the body camera, riding into every scene with every officer. Axon Body 4 is more than a camera. It's an AI assistant right on your vest, delivering real-time translation, answering policy questions, live streaming video, location and alerts, even two-way communication, all with 13 hours of battery. Trusted by over 17,000 agencies in more than 130 countries. Worn by the people who keep communities safe. And for the most difficult moments, Taser is the safest way to bring a situation under control. Taser 10, the most capable, less lethal weapon ever built. UK data shows 85% of Taser incidents end without a shot fired. Just the presence of the device drives compliance. When it is fired, peer-reviewed studies across Europe and the US show officer and civilian injuries drop 50 to 87%. 14 meters of range, 3 times further than anything before it, and 10 shots, up from 2, 5 times the life-saving capacity, 18,000 agencies, 80 countries, 1 mission, and every encounter with everyone going home. But the safest way to approach the unknown is to never put a human in front of it. Sky Hero tactical drones and robots go in first. Sky Hero is leveling up. Our next-gen wall-penetrating mesh radio pushes deep inside structures, where GPS dies and conventional drones go blind. One operator, one ground station. Up to 4 drones or robots in the air and on the ground, working as one team. And then there's Thor, codename for what comes next. An integrated projectile magazine, taser darts, flashbangs, window breakers, a growing arsenal of third-party rounds. Scalable force, every option in one platform. Driven by an advanced AI flight control and targeting system that puts the right tool on target when it matters most. This is the last mile of incident response, and officers no longer have to be the first one through the door. Powerful tools demand powerful training, and Axon leads the world in immersive VR for law enforcement. VR training is where reps build instinct, and instinct saves lives. Officers trained in VR see a 20% jump in taser proficiency, and report an 81% increase in field preparedness. Not because they read about it, because they lived it, over and over, until the right response is automatic. And now we're going further, introducing MetaCoach, AI-powered training that builds the skill no classroom can teach, how to talk to people. Realistic conversations, instant objective feedback, measurable progress, delivered right to a tablet, anytime, anywhere. Better decisions, safer outcomes, stronger communities. And after every incident, all of that data, every byte of it, lands secure, organized, and ready on the Axon cloud. Capture to courtroom, one secure cloud, the entire justice ecosystem. Axon Evidence is the foundation. Over 1 million users securely storing more video than YouTube. Chain of custody from field to verdict, built for security and legal compliance. Axon Records is the central nervous system, built on evidence. No copy-paste, no redundant entry, hours back in the field. Axon Justice is purpose-built for the courtroom. Prosecutors, defenders, discovery, redaction, disclosure, one place. FUSIS is your real-time crime center. Emergency call audio, body cameras, license plate readers, drones, security cameras, one live view of the city, flowing to patrol before they roll up. AI runs through all of it. Evidence becomes intelligence. But officers don't work behind a desk. They work in the field. The Axon app puts the entire platform in the palm of your hand. The Axon app features a secure AI chatbot, GDPR compliant, ready to analyze incidents, draft reports, summarize evidence, and answer questions on demand. Complete workflows in the field. Access information on scene. Gather evidence from witnesses. Community request goes mobile. Collect video and statements via SMS or email, with chain of custody preserved from the first tap. And when it's time to write the report, Axon AI does the heavy lifting. Officers spend about half of every shift on paperwork. Draft One cuts that to minutes, using AI to draft court-ready narratives, grounded in the source transcript, ready for officer review within minutes of the incident. Meet Draft One's partner, Form One. Form One is a universal browser extension, super smart autocomplete for any web-based form, anywhere. No backend integration, no IT project. It just works. Let me say that again. It works on any system in your agency. If you fill it out in a browser, Form One can fill it out for you. Body camera footage, voice narration, a scanned ID, Form 1 extracts the structured data and autofills the report across whatever system your agency runs on. Hours of copy-paste between disconnected platforms. Gone. Draft 1 writes the narrative. Form 1 fills the forms. Together, they're slashing administrative work for officers around the world. If officers spend half their shift on paperwork, that means half your agency's budget is lost to bureaucracy. Because Draft 1 cuts report writing in half, you get back 2 hours on every 8-hour shift. That's a 50% boost to your police force, overnight, without hiring a single new officer. And think about all the hours officers waste. Driving out to pick up CDs and paperwork from businesses reporting retail crime. Retail crime isn't shoplifting. It's organized. It's violent. It's killing cities. That's why we built the Retail Crime Hub with Auror, 26,000 locations strong. No more patrol dispatches for low-value calls. Triage digitally. Request evidence. Done. Repeat offender profiles built automatically across every retailer in the network. New Zealand National Police saved the equivalent of 500 full-time officers each year. Over 30 million New Zealand dollars in annual savings. 70% of reports filed online. And how about saving time for your most scarce resource of all? Your command staff. Command staff have the hardest job in the building. Oversight at scale. Axon Command workflows are built for that job. Review and approve reports. Spot trends and compliance gaps before they're problems. Track personnel in training. Turn raw data into strategy. And let AI score every emergency call to surface coaching moments. Simplify oversight. Drive accountability. Lead with confidence. And finally, How do we move all of this across the justice system fast and, most importantly, securely? Axon runs the digital justice backbone for hundreds of agencies, even for entire countries. Scotland went all in. Axon Justice now runs the digital evidence backbone for the entire country. Police, prosecutors, courts, defenders, one platform. The results are staggering. 350,000 pieces of digital evidence processed in the cloud. No more disks. No more paper. Witness callbacks down 78%. Victims and families spared the trauma of returning to court for delayed cases. More cases resolved at the first court appearance, because evidence is ready when it needs to be. 40,000 police officer hours saved. Back on the street, not behind a desk. And 15,500 cases cleared from the national backlog. In Dundee, delayed trials dropped nearly 80%. Faster justice, stronger communities, a safer Scotland. Our goal is simple. Start with whatever would be most useful to you, earn your trust, and prove our value over time by bringing more of this ecosystem to your agency. Tell us which of these capabilities would matter most. We're ready when you are.